Hey guys, this is Alicia with All Things Alicia and a garden update. I think it's been about a month since I showed you. It was right after I first planted. And I will do an update video soon on life. We are moving this summer, so I planted very little in the garden. Our house goes on the market next week, hopefully. Fingers crossed that things happen on time. Just wanted to point out this little pot down here. I took this out of one of my raised beds. This is a cutting of a blackberry that was kind of passed down to me. It was my grandparents brought it over to California during the Great Depression. Actually, it was my great-grandparents because my grandmother was like 11 at the time, and she kept it cutting and planted, and then my mom lived in that house, and when my dad sold it, I asked for a cutting from it, and I'm going to be taking that with me. So I took that cutting and I'm rooting it, and that's what's in that pot. I've got my orange tree in a pot here. It's got some little baby, don't know if you can see them right here, little baby oranges right here and a bit over here, just starting. I think I need to fertilize it. It is in a pot. I am going to try to take it with me, and those are the only two things I'm going to try to take. We're moving to Tennessee, and it's not conducive to citrus, but I have to live. Gotta try. This was a self-seeding parsley down here. I will come back to my L of tomatoes in a second. I first want to show you the grapevines. This is the Thompson seedless growing on this fence, and it is not yet in bloom. It blooms a little bit later than my red globe right here, which has the babies setting. It's already bloomed, and now the babies are starting. Got several clusters. We'll see how they do. I've got some hidden in here. I went dark for a second. And I do have to battle the green fruit beetles for these, but I've got several clusters going out. I'm trying to keep it short, not letting it overgrow this year because of the listing of the house. So looking this way at the garden, let's see, I've got my yellow pear tomato right here. I need to stake it up a little more, but I've got some babies already starting down here, and the growth has not gotten that high yet. We've actually had cooler than normal spring for us. This is an early girl tomato. It is a second planting. The first one, some animal ate. And then this right here is just a beefsteak. It has some blooms, but not yet any growth. And then my Sweet 100 here is already starting to set quite a bit of fruit. I'm gonna have to train that one really good. It's already my highest one up here. The rest of these are beefsteaks as well. This one has a few. That one does not. This one has a couple starting in there. The one down there has some. And then my parsley. Okay, I accidentally stepped on these the other day. Some of my bell peppers. I need to get a little pole for them. A red bell pepper over there. A yellow one over there. These two tiny half-eaten ones over here. Those are being eaten by roly-polies, and they are those little snacking orange ones. Cucumbers here this year, I'm just doing the regular Persian eating cucumbers because I'm not going to pickle stuff and take it across the country. But I've got some babies. Got a little tiny one there. They've just started their growth, really. They haven't even sent out that many feelers to climb the trellis. I had to put these bars in here because we have some really windy days here in Southern California, and these will blow right over. Last year I dug them into the ground down to this, right here to this first thing. They were sunk down in the ground and they still blew over in the wind. But so for some reason putting one of these heavy T-posts in diagonally keeps it down. At least I usually do that, and I'll take it out when they're like halfway up and plants kind of hold it down. But that's why that is there, and it's also on the other one here. I have just one zucchini plant because, you know, again, can't really take a whole lot with me. I've got several blooms so far. They've all been male. I think I've got one baby. Oh my gosh, I have a zucchini and didn't even know. Huh. I'm gonna have to come pick that later. Another baby there, and these are all male flowers here. I might try to stuff some soon, but it's the end of the school year and I am not ready for that life yet. This is another row of just the cucumbers. I had some planted on the other side. They got eaten by roly-polies, and it's also a bit too shady over there, so I just didn't try to replant any. I figured we're gonna have enough. We move soon, so not trying to overplant really, trying to keep enough to eat fresh and not really waste anything, because I don't know if the people buying our house are going to want a garden at all, but I do want what's here to be in good shape. I did just put this in yesterday, some herbs. I used to have them in a container by my back door, and I got rid of those containers. They need to be watered again. But I have mint, basil, thyme, parsley. Mint normally takes over everything, so I would keep it separate, but since it's just going to be a short-term thing, I went ahead and stuck it in there. But that is the short and quick, tiny this year's garden. And I will post a video in the next couple days with life updates, maybe in a week. It's really busy around here between getting ready to move and the end of the school year for the kids. Anyways, trying to get back for a better shot. Oh, I didn't show you the lemon tree. Hold on. There's the garden. The lemon tree, I'm still trying to use up lemons, but yet it already has babies. It's already bloomed, and I'm trying to find some to show you, some little green babies. Look at all these lemons back here. Look at all this. They're like all in there. Here's some babies right here. You see those? Anyways, I need to prune it as well. So anyways, I will see you in a few days with an update. Trying not to make you dizzy here. With an update on life. All right. Have a great weekend, you guys.